Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the habitat that was installed here. Some of the partners included the Elk Rod and Gun Club, and they helped fund some of the habitat here. So if you look downstream here, you can see this rapids or a fast-moving area. That's actually a rock weir. And then there looks like some sticks sticking out downstream farther. Those are actually root wads, which is actually a tree that we take and we cut it off about 10, 12 feet up the trunk, and then we stick the trunk into the bank and put rock over the top. So actually you have the root wad. We shake all the dirt off the root wad, and you actually have the roots out in the middle of the stream then to provide habitat for the fish. All right, today we're looking at a recently completed stream restoration project on Chimney Rock Creek, Ron Halama's farm. Today we have with us Angela Fisher from NRCS, and she's going to talk a little bit about this project that went on here. If you could just touch on basically how a landowner would get signed up or interested in this project, and then what all goes into a project here, and how you fit into the project.
Ron Halama contacted our office with some concerns about some stream bank erosion. Some of his corners were washing out, especially after the big rain events we've had in the last couple of years, and wondered if there was anything we could help him out with. We came out, did an assessment of his stream corridor, and we identified 7 corners that we were going to reinforce with rock, and we also talked to him at that time about installing some trout fish habitat. The local clubs were already in talks with him in regard to trying to incorporate that into his project. We had Ron fill out an EQIP application. The Environmental Quality Incentive Program provides financial and technical assistance for landowners in getting erosion control type projects done with some financial assistance through the USDA. We came out, did an assessment, we did a survey, provided a construction plan for him. We also invited out Dan Hatlily from the DNR to do an assessment for our fish habitat. We took his recommendation and incorporated that into the plan. Had to wait for Ron's project to be approved or selected for funding, and they have installed all of it this summer. I think it turned out really nice. This was an overgrown box elder jungle before we started. Nobody could really see the stream. There was a lot of hang-ups and debris in the stream, a lot of trees that had fallen in, probably causing a lot of the erosion issues to begin with. We did incorporate a 30-foot field border on both sides of the corridor to give us a little breathing room from the crops and a little buffer. It'll also provide some bird and other habitat features. Trout Unlimited sent us some extra seed to enhance that field border area, and we're looking forward to see what comes up in that green buffer area. But overall, I think the project turned out really nice and should provide some nice fishing habitat for the local community.
Okay, now we're speaking with Jeff Hastings out of La Crosse. He's the project coordinator with Trout Unlimited, the driftless area.
Thanks, Rob. I'm just really up here today to look at the project. Rob's done a nice job of working with the conservation groups here today to put another driftless area restoration project together. Trout Unlimited is just a partner on these projects. We went after the federal farm bill dollars that were part of this project, the part of the EQIP dollars, the Regional Conservation Partnership Program dollars. These are targeted dollars for the driftless area. Any landowner that has a cold water project on their property, these dollars can go for part of the cost of the project. We have to have trout habitat as part of the project, and Rob's done a good job today with incorporating some overhead cover and some restoration work into this project that will help build the capacity of this stream to reach its maximum capacity for trout. We're real fortunate in the driftless area. We've got literally 5,000 miles of cold water streams, but we've got some problems with them. We've got erosion. They lack habitat, so they're not reaching the capacity that they could be. Fortunate we've got folks like Rob here that helps put these projects together, works with a private landowner, find some additional funding through the different chapters or Trout Unlimited chapters to put these projects together and put these great projects together. They're great capacity building for the trout, but they also do a lot for bank stabilization and water quality. So another great project. Just excited to be here today with Rob and to look at this project and hope to continue to see more of these projects up in this area.
The thing I would say is what inspired me to do this, I guess, was when Independence got their pond fixed up over there. And I can't remember how many years ago it was. That's when I first got it on my mind. And I've finally got going on it. But so it's, I figured, why can't we do something up here? It probably helps the cause down there.
Absolutely. I think every inch of soil that stays on your property doesn't end up in the lake down there in Independence. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's a worthwhile thing.